चिट्ठी आई है, चिट्ठी आई है. Now during the lockdown, not many of us are getting too many letters, except of course the Honorables, Chief Minister and Governor of West Bengal. The battle of letters between Governor Jagdeep Dhankar and Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee has been top headlines on local news for a while now. Over the last few weeks, the top two offices in the states have been at each other's throats, using letters, Twitter and even SMSs to lash out at each other. Initially, this catfight gave us all some much-needed entertainment, but abhi thoda zyada ho gaya hai. While relations between Dhankar and Mamata Banerjee have never been great, this war of letters seems to be the latest high point in their troubled relationship. The letter wars, as we are calling them now, started tentatively on the 20th of April when the governor, after repeated attacks on the chief minister on social media regarding her COVID-19 response, sent a 2-page letter to her. The letter asked the chief minister to unlock the logjam between the Raj Bhavan and the state secretariat Nabarno in order to be in functional mode to combat the COVID-19 crisis and contain it. Raising issues regarding testing kits and the PDS system, the governor asked the chief minister to spare time to engage with him on critical issues. In response, the chief minister sent him a curt 3-line reply, reminding us all of that friend who replies to a 100-word text message with a K. The chief minister wrote, and I quote, "I would like to thank you for your letter dated April 20th. You would no doubt appreciate that the entire state government machinery is now engaged to fight against the COVID-19 pandemic. This is for your kind information." Unquote. This seems to have irked the governor, who, jilted by the public cold shoulder given to his letter, sent some nasty messages to Mamata. These messages were made public by Mamata in her next letter, which at a whopping 7 pages made up for the brevity of the last one. Just to put that in context, there has been no document released by the Bengal government on COVID-19 data that has been that long. In the 7-page saga, Mamata was at her combative best, dishing out lines like, and I quote, "You appear to have forgotten that I am an elected chief minister of a proud Indian state. You also seem to have forgotten that you are a nominated governor." Unquote. After some heavy-duty quoting of Ambedkar and the Sarkaria Commission, the Chief Minister signed off by saying that it was the governor and not her who had flagrantly transgressed constitutional dharma. Not very long after the letter had reached Raj Bhavan, the governor put out a tweet on what his response was going to be. But, he said, "Ye to bas draft hai," because the public, which had obviously not had enough of all his letters, now must also go through his drafts. Within 3 hours, he responded with a 5-page letter in which he called the state's response to his previous letter outrageous. He wrote, and I quote, "Since 30th July 2019, I have done my utmost in most persuasive manner to solicit to adherence to constitutional prescriptions and to secure that the government of the day is carried in accordance with the Constitution. Towards this, I have sent you repeated communications. You will gather from all this that there has been an outrageous, flagrant disrespect of constitutional prescriptions and rules of business at your end and that of your officials. So far, no communication whatsoever has come to be shared with me in terms of Rule 27 aforestated. This pathetic approach also did not derail me from my persuasive mode to work in togetherness with you." Unquote. Question: why is flagrant everyone's favorite word now? Anyway, after reading 10 pages of what only seemed like an high school ego battle, journalists like us thought, bas, ab ho gaya. But no, then came another letter by Mamata, this time of 13 pages. Here, she said that the governor's words against her and her ministers were vituperative, intemperate, abusive and insulting. Oof. Too much English, Didi. Seems like a Shashi Tharoor letter almost. She also said that she felt more sad than angry and ended by saying कि शुरू आपने किया था मैंने नहीं. I know what you're thinking. How can the two top offices in the state spend so much time writing to each other on how they are emotionally hurt in the middle of a pandemic? Well, that's what we thought too and were fervently waiting for this to end. But there was one more letter. Thankfully, this time just a 4-paged one from the governor in which he once again called Mamata names, finally calling her a usurper of power. Mr. Dhankar, Miss Banerjee. We know कि लॉकडाउन है, we are all trying new hobbies, but अगर आप लोगों को लेटर राइटिंग प्रैक्टिस करना है तो एक दूसरे के अलावा किसी और को भी लिख लीजिए. News flash, we are in the middle of a health emergency and nobody, literally nobody, cares about your clash of egos, which is really all that this letter hoopla is.